I need to start this video by saying something that might genuinely change the way you see yourself. If you're over 40 and you're gaining weight or struggling to lose it, even though you're eating less and trying harder, this is not random. And it's not your fault. It's not laziness. It's not a lack of discipline. And it's not that you let yourself go. I know what it feels like to look in the mirror and think, this isn't how I used to look. And honestly, the hardest part isn't the weight itself. It's trying and not seeing results. Maybe you're eating smaller portions, walking more, cutting back on sugar, saying no to foods you actually enjoy. And yet the belly fat doesn't move. Your clothes feel tighter. Your energy isn't what it used to be. And then that quiet thought creeps in. Maybe it's just my age. Maybe this is just how it is now. That's the dangerous moment. Because when you start believing there's no solution, you slowly stop trying. But here's what almost nobody explains clearly. After 40, your body really does change, in ways that most traditional diet advice completely ignores. Your metabolism naturally slows down, hormones shift, and your body becomes more protective of stored fat, especially around the midsection. In fact, as we get older, the body becomes more efficient at conserving energy. Thousands of years ago, that was great for survival. Today, it makes fat loss more difficult than it used to be. What shocked me the most when I started researching this is that eating less can sometimes signal your body to conserve even more energy after 40. In other words, the harder you push with restriction, the more your body resists. If that sounds familiar, comment 40+ below. I read every comment, and I really want to see how many people are dealing with this. Because this is where most people get stuck. They try to fix a 40-year-old metabolism with 25-year-old strategies. More cardio, less food, more willpower. But it's not about effort anymore. It's about strategy. It's about understanding that your body operates differently now. I realized this when I started doing exactly what used to work for me, and it just didn't work anymore. I was eating less, feeling more tired, dealing with stronger cravings at night, and the scale barely moved. It honestly felt like my body was working against me. So I went deeper. I started learning more about metabolic adaptation and how the body changes after 40. And one thing became very clear. The goal shouldn't just be eat less. It should be supporting your metabolism so your body can function efficiently again. And this is where most people either give up or finally try something that actually supports their body instead of fighting it. That's when I came across citrus burn. And I'll be honest, I was skeptical. By the time you're over 40, you've seen enough miracle ads online to know better. So, I wasn't looking for magic. I was looking for something that made physiological sense. What stood out to me about citrus burn was that it focuses specifically on metabolic support, not just appetite suppression. The idea is to help your body work more efficiently, support natural fat-burning processes, and promote steady energy levels. Nothing extreme. Nothing unrealistic. Just support. I decided to try it alongside a balanced diet, no crash dieting, no crazy restrictions. And the first thing I noticed wasn't the scale. It was my energy. I didn't feel as heavy during the day. I felt less bloated. I had more motivation to move, which naturally made it easier to stay consistent. Over the following weeks, I started noticing gradual changes, especially around my midsection. Not overnight. Not dramatic. But steady. And after 40, steady progress is far more sustainable than any quick fix. Let me be very clear. Citrus burn isn't a magic pill. It doesn't replace healthy eating. It doesn't do the work for you. It's support for people who feel like their metabolism has slowed down and need that extra edge. But honestly, the most important thing I want you to take from this video is this. Stop blaming yourself. Your body changed. That's normal. That's human. There's nothing wrong with you. What needs to change isn't your willpower. It's your strategy. If you feel stuck, like nothing seems to work anymore, at least take a look at the official information and see if it fits your situation. I've left the link in the description so you can read about it, check the ingredients, and decide calmly. Don't buy anything impulsively. After 40, we make informed decisions. But whatever you do, don't accept the idea that it's just age and there's nothing you can do. Imagine feeling comfortable in your clothes again, Not because you starved yourself, but because your body is finally cooperating. Your body may be different now. That doesn't mean you're out of control. And if this resonated with you, comment. I needed this. I really want to know who made it all the way through. And remember, it's not a lack of discipline. Sometimes, it's just your metabolism asking for a smarter approach.